Okay.
Hello, I am back. As I said,
I will come back after this whole needed break.
uh, just need a little break just to rest my stomach. At least eat something. Been streaming for some time. God knows how long I've been streaming now.
Anyway, when we last left off, we were gonna do some stuff from this recap. Alright, so we did two of the writer succession trials. One with the Pache tribe, and the other was the Hanu Hanu tribe. Halu Halu and the Hanu Hanu. There we go.
But yes, we're here. We're back.
And now we have finally gained access to this. We finally gain access to this. The very first dungeon in Dawntrail. This is gonna be fun. Obviously I don't need anything from this dungeon at most until the second dungeon. Sorry, the third dungeon, the 95. That's when I should probably start thinking about getting some stuff, and then by the time I get to the 97th dungeon, I need basically everything from that dungeon, or at least some of the stuff from that dungeon to advance that.
Is golden.
Okay. There was a boat like ours at the end. Could be Zora, so is it Okjara? Forgot who's off numbers right now. Yep, company. Forget who's out number. Yep, company. Bogart, we have something for you. A gift courtesy of the blessed sibling. We'll have to improvise. I don't know, we're losing speed. Command of this. Our harness is broken. I'm sorry. We'll pull over to the back. Yeah. Okay. I'm making the mechanics face different. Okay. What a strange happen time. Hath some misfortune befallen thy vessel? Apologies, friend. It seemed to be taking the long way around. You don't see them anymore. watering the seed. Oh, okay. Oh, big guys. Big guys. They're probably fine with that thing.
Try this!
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah. Oh. That was my own fault because I was not paying attention to Tornado. Oh, I thought I had to track all the way. No, okay. happy ear wiggles. I hope Alexander and Aaron are alright. That's the biggest bug I've ever seen. We got Kona. Well, Kona has gone ahead of us now. I didn't get that press on roll.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Hey! Everyone all right?
I was worried we might not catch up to you. Those caravans were Sorry. Those caravans were dug up by research for gold, remnants of the city. While I appreciate the lesson on why I died, are we up this boat anytime soon? Our river journey is almost over. For proof of that, you need to only look ahead. But it's almost too much. Amazing, yes. Please don't tell me. No more boats. You're not alright. Really? I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. There is a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Clement? We can rest on the way too. It all. A promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten. Quick moment. Ignore me. It's the nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on, I'll follow. Very well. But if I may say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone, but please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. But, Carl, everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. Leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. You as well, Marty? I've always believed this is my problem alone. Perhaps you have the right of it. Alright, I'll talk about things, just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. I'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. I've long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting, but admitting to weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. step up to the others.
Being everywhere.
We should stop here for a night. I understand your desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
You can't measure your worth by the success of others. Why do you want the throne?
Don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean? I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Fun. Meanwhile, in the second promise camp.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alizé on her rear.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Bardessian. And then, there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If he's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I've any intention of bowing out.
What's wrong with that thing?
Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better. And I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach. But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawnservant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn's servant.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention. When I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it. Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be ashamed to lose a plaything, but we'd still have two more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliolal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our king to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. Back to it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet, somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted up off my chest and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to come to myself like that again. I want to be better. Will be better for myself and for my people. Oh, that's a mill. The moment settlement of Ironshire is not far from here. Be warned, the road taking is favored hunting ground for the bandits. With the stairs currently impassable, there will be fewer travelers, meaning that brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although considering present company, I suppose my certain concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road? What has Jorel and Linesguard been doing? Seems up to me to restore order to the area. Off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. Okay. Well, where are the bandits? Apparently, they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Dawntrail is just a little farther ahead on the opposite bank. There'll be Mia, Kapek, Zomma. But let's remain vigilant all the same. Is it the village where the plots from the Duryola saga took place? Idleshire. Might the similarity to be a culture inflation? I wonder. Idleshire. The settlements themselves couldn't be more different though. This shire appears custom built to resemble Puff, while the other is a repurposed town. Welcome to Ardenshire. I have the pleasure of happy greeting, the third promise of her. Misread that word. I thought I meant to say repertoire. I don't remember. That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant Collector. If you happen to know who that is. You are exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Ready? He's the elector you seek. Oh, that's simple. We're gonna cut straight to the performing the feat. As much as Reedy would love to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped the rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the postborn were injured, but this no time for feats or metal test. Sorry to hear. After learning what happened when the storm did the stairs, I fear you've been caught in his path. Not to change the subject, but what are potsworn? Goldsmiths, contractors of work for moblins. The word comes from the pot, like workshops, but where they practice their craft. Moblins provide these potborns with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisan could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on providing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tyrell. I was promised no distractions. If this is the best I can offer, I should have never left for a true Mechmech. You see, the potsworn deserts us without enough healthy helping hands. We are failing to uphold our side of the pot pact. Should all potsworn leave, Arkansas will be granted a halt. We have to do something and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village. If it brings us closer to beginning the feat, all the better. This isn't the strictly pact part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. Of course I'll play. I was hoping you'd say that. I really wasn't sure I could do this on my own. Well, I'll help. Well, I'll help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We'll take every helping hand we can get. Yoriok Truth swears that once the pups swarm and have their perfect workshop again, we'll commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist helping Barak. Barak. You other four, already, there are other help hands in need of hand money. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There will be no more playing strength, no more playing at being invincible, promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Now, let's find this Rockrock fella and see what we can do for him. Brodog can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken, and the pots are emptying. You come to aid, Rodok? Rodok accepts your help, your hand lending with joyous, healed smiles. If we can offer the pots one by promising good living, we might be able to take it. Whatever you need. Something helping you. What Rodok needs is for new help hand to create good living for a puppet's work. The helping hand assigned to Haha was hurt during the rock rain, so Rodok took over, but he knows nothing of Kaha. What does Kaha want? What does Kaha need? Help hands do not bother the platform with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and appreciate, to prepare things with guesting. Please guesting. With Rodok, find out what Kaha is lacking so we can provide it. Count on us. This is how it works, is it? Let's take a peek inside. Come on, speak, haha. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We have to leave him be and try our hand at guessing. Inspect the workshop. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Those sorts of craft materials, there must be something else he's missing. Must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace, with no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work this thin heat? He ready to touch his meal. This dish is meant to be eaten hot, or at least savor. His tools are looking pretty worn. Maybe it's time for some new ones? Alright, taking a look. I think I have an idea what like want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rado. You made your observation? What do you think, guesting? First off, I know Naskara has just food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't his liking? But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? Macabre is sure of nothing when it comes to his taste. I can help with that. My brother Kona is also Kintaro, and while everyone has their personal preference, there are some they tend to share. Like in Aerovision of piping out dishes. If it is brought to him like that, Haha probably wouldn't have been able to eat it until it cooled down, and by the time he came back to it, might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simple solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. I'd have never would have thought of that. Would a third promise mind explaining these things to our cooking? Not at all. But I don't think that was the only reason for us to concentrate. The Hishara homeland is hot and dry, but even Praha seems to be suffering in front of the furnace. Is there a way you could cool down the workshop? We could try a draft shark, maybe, and make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we could get one of those? You can gather them from the shoals of no return. There are many old boats there abandoned by those who gave up their search for the Gold City. So we're salvaging from wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Artie? Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, I have a pile of saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order. but too preoccupied with stocking materials to serious oversight, which Key will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is Alpine's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We'll be back here when our tasks are done. The souls of no return are past the cracks. Through the tunnel southwest here. You should be able to spot the passage just outside the village. You are here, aren't you? What brings you out here? The issue with caring for the pot spawn. When they approached me with the same problem, I suggested they commission artisans and Charlie instead to follow the craftsmanship would be guaranteed up their own. However, the moblins didn't care for the idea. Surely wouldn't it be more effective to engage a uniformly trade collective? I cannot understand the fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps a castle will make more sense once we begin the defeat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands, and are instead taking tasks with tending the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Uri and Jay, in fact. Settlements in Bozama Uka, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of Needed had we not found the way here? Should I become Dawntrail, one of my first acts will be establishing reliable trade routes to the capital, when I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlene technology. My apologies. I have much to consider. If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse us. We'll meet again soon. I'm sure. Take care of you. Spot the tunnel, hey. Very orange, right, tails, and feather. Oh, you're taking the window. Women's bright green would be right there. After a touch, dampen the hands. To soothing whisper of breeze. You found the crystal herbs that you'd established. I'm just driving around. Literally just expanding the map. The cold breeze cocktails. Yes, I keep speaking. Dr. Sharp. Rococo attitude to the new set of tools he brought. And I come bearing a good tidings. The cook has prepared a fast fit for the most discerning Sharo, and it's on its way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kaha thinks of our efforts. I was wondering what occasion called for him to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and some sort of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pot pact. I'm grateful for your kind consideration. Allow me a moment or two, and I'll recuperate with a piece of worthy of a hot storm. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of ocean. The reference satisfies first in charge of reputation for quality, I trust. Such loss of such brilliance, truly a gift, fit for the gods. I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting if there's improved pace. I have a contract to fill, after all. Forgive my interruption. Climate change. I am told that there has been the crisis passed and prepared to cast us with defeat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a popcorn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise. I can promise. I drew inspiration from the cause of my has natural beauty and sought to capture it in my repertoire. Moblins did not simply rebuild the workshop in the sea, and now I have my answer. Even Charlie Goldsmiths could not easily replace such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative inputs. Tuhlio fortunately does not want for inspiration, and when wishing to learn the basics of a craft, would do well to study it there. I was raised among Here's Staro, yet subtle, more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Turel's various people was ion. You've lived as a traditional Aisharo? I have few fond memories of nomadic life. I forget that. I tried serving of the dish what we prepared for Kafa. It was good. I had a second helping. Bardock is very grateful to you. Thank you both for your hard work and clever guesting. When it comes to knowing the platform really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. The lesson I have drummed into me several times already on this journey. Now, my workplace is just the way I like it. I have inspiration oozing from every pore. I think the lantern was there just waiting until my neck. Started forthcoming peace. The elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I'll head over and after finding Sanctuary yonder. I also ran into the Levier twins on the way here. Let's get delivery of directing them to the venue. We're rivals, but it's not his job to make sure how. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the beat is starting. But even now, he is closer to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Frederick waiting. Let everyone be here by now. I really think for your assisting helping hand, Rock. She will announce the defeat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a while longer. I have to report that we were able to convince one of the platforms to stay. How did you fare? So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Welcome to Earthenshire. First promise, we support your plans for salt crossings and the new platforms they will bring. Hail the mighty Zorja! He cleared many pounds of rockfalls as they were pebble stones. The resilient son for the Dawn Servant. Zorja has cleared the rockfalls. I'm surprised he would volunteer this time for anything unrelated to the contest. Oh well. We need to go. There's some time for the defeat to begin. I'll bet he was already here laying low while the rest of us did all the work. Comments, your attention please. As Uruk has explained, many of our platforms left us following the storm. Precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our scheme of trade good dries up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tulio home merchants will suffer. So, Radrock sets you this defeat. Each of you are to find one clever-handed goldsmith to bring back here to us. So we're to recruit a new platform. Makes sense for a pile of feats. Calling this defeat does not justify taking advantage of the Clements and their influence. How does finding works for you demonstrate their worthiness for their throne? You are free to refuse request. If you will happily inform the dancer and your disqualification. The right is a means to end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then, Roderick declares the feats of pots begun. Just remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grabby snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. Arthur said nothing of taking a willing artisan from anyone. Which is exactly what we should do. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. And I see if we could do something. Like, he may seek to delay us again, as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wakama? How many candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artists among my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I didn't ask them to give up the comfort of Tulioha to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful this area is. I think I have one. You know, Kona probably has 100 young crafts to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, or you understand. That's just a statement of fact. I suppose we can try asking around bunch of Mikmik. That seems a logical place to start. Back to Tulial it is. Wait. Does that mean we have to take the boat again? Yeah. No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burden, so I speak plainly. The truth is, I get really sick on boats. Oh, we've noticed. Look, Lamont, this is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading down river will be much smoother. Oh, it will? Are you sure? I'm positive. Mostly. Oh, yeah. Talk about suffering from terrible bouts of sickness. I wish I had a spell or a potion that could ease her nausea. I need a moment. Upriver or downriver. Yep. You're too tough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now. I've stopped trying to hide it. But I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright, I'm ready. Let's hear Master Rock. Master Rocky can take a pot swing. I got hiccups. Yeah. This is what I get for reading too much. Put that in a cup of water next to me. I did to myself. Okay. Someone's missing. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Quantum with me? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ruby. Actually, a favor to ask. So, what do you think? Do you have any classmates who might be interested? Reaching my heart for the Moblins, eh? Well, seeing as the Third Promise is making a quest, I'm willing to look the other way if one decides to take you up on the offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate on top of my head. Who do you know with a Master of Goldsmiths that would also have no qualms about relocating to Frankenshire? What about the Elzen man who just started working here? The Artisan Goldsmith, what about him? You mean on Fragente? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the water. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Too soon to ask him to sign a compact. There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fortune at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at Yeshivi Tide. Then maybe we should go talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to be intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. Two of us can handle this. The rest, take the rest of the cabins if you like. Right, let's go and see the man about the pot. There it is. There you go. Oh, right, here too. The thermostat has said she wanted to chat. I just finished eating, so can we find a quiet spot outside? Last time we talked on the beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. A new place of employment has been the most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So, what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this after you settle in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potswap. I've heard my new colleague mentioned the term, but that's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to the Earthrise Tribe. So that is the way of it. We barely met, and you're pushing after pushing you to work at Wolfmankichi. Well, I'm watching Mick, and now I'm demanding you throw that away and sign a pop pack instead. It's selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, fair promise. The other day, I completed necessary further for immigration. I'm pleased to say I'm now an official subject of Tuliyola, and since endeavor to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its limits, including you, of course. Now, you will recall, it was my father's example which led me to pursue Dawntrail. He was at East End when Garland forces laid siege to the Celtics, and in issuing chaos to its slain. Ward took him from me in an instant. Man I loved, admired, and never wished to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to the use of the Electron, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tulalian that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing the pop pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fortune. Thank you. I shall return to Master Roll and inform him of my decision. Allow me. I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be willing to deal with the news. Perhaps you remember me? Brokev, owner of the Orazat. Raval Yavsky. I like a word with you. You're Lufthansa's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown too? This gossips to do. Well, as it so happens, I could use a general help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. Ah, that's the goal. Okay. That's the role quest. Alright. Might do them a bit later. I'll do it towards, like, more towards... Oops. Dawntrail? We'll see. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Jintan has agreed to sign the pop pact, yes? Well, it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith to have one of
our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor for Pachu Mikmik. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself, if you're so inclined. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropali. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuliola. Come back to us, if the Melvins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wachu Mikmik. Maki Maki. Wachu Maki Maki. I keep saying Mikmik. It's Wachu Maki Maki. I just say Mikmik because it's faster. I expect you all want to leave for the charge as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. What became of Sorjon thing? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time? Splendid. We shall meet you in him. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Von John's putting his faith in me. I won't let him down. Oh, I unlocked the lyrics. Neat. Right then, I have some things to care of the house. While you can pass time however you like, I suggest you head back to the cabins. But all, even the heroes need to rest. And we have a big journey ahead of us. Welcome back, sir. You had a land guardian messenger, most anxious, waiting for own return. Archie the Third, promise, entourage. I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn servants summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gates guard stationed outside the Sun Perch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to inform this to Wuklama. It's a solo. We're gonna fight. Dawn Servant awaits you within. While I was not informed of the reason for your audience, in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. Okay.
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
I knew it.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The Lance Wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland.
Mm-hmm.
Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Why don't we find out? As long as neither of us gets too carried away.
Not even the slightest hint of fear. I knew you were no pretender. The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies. Come! Ready your arms, and show me the truth of the tales.
Hope that's loud enough for all of you.
Give it your all! I want to fight to remember! Let's test the waters. Ha ha! They didn't even blink. I see you know the Viper style! Ha! Let's see how you handle this! The spearman did not lie. Very well then. Resolve and reason kingdom. All right. Did you think you had my measure? Take this! Still holding up?
I think I might move this one.
We're far from finished! No more holding back! Stay alert! You fight well indeed! Ha! Now we'll see what you're truly made of. That will do. You've shown me more than enough. I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble. Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with. Ha 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 ha! Now, a confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliyola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether it be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
She's young, but has potential. She's not ready to rule.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, All 4 claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne. As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and been loved in turn. Guide Lamachi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it. There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Watch over her, champion. Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galof's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
Okay. He had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Feroja, your lance-wielding friend Istinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa have anything else for you? Small favor, nothing much. Just spar partner. Oh. That's all it was.
Problematic is in her eyes. Her head. No. I still haven't had one bite of Namaki's food thanks to Papa's nonsense. So I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the Ford cabins. Come and join us after you had a moment to recover, right? Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I've left the yard prepared to travel in search of work, so I had to belong to the team with. Getting fair with my fellow artisans took rather a long time, however. Again, I appreciate you making me this possible. Shall we depart for Shiden? I forgot that was the mission. A word before you go. Well, good. What are you doing here? I spent my days correcting the manners and here I'm prepared. The great offense of delaying their promised departure. Please, take your axe and rend my flesh until the top of me. Must you demand be so gruesome? Besides, I told you, that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. All is all this. I've come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the Golden City, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, it's the final step to the right of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, the legends of Golden City have been passed down from Dawntrail for thousands of years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portrayed as one might expect, delivering the purpose of old power. Others suggest it's more unassuming, the opposite names of fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every tale, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The lesson to be learned from this, therefore, is that to seek the legend is before death. I must implore you to seek with utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wilco. If every expedition has a canyon and treasure, then how could the Dawntrail find the city and return without me? It seems the legend originates from them remains are one Let us see. Or say who. Into this character.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilian sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawn Servant may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me! But he's just a runt.
I don't think he was scared.
My thanks for your restraint.
Yeah. That's what I
I can kill him whenever I please.
Yeah. Yep.
Your part in this is far from over.
We're back, and we brought out a willing Pop's corner. This is Coragante, a town for those who work at Mission Active in Oda. Wonderful, impressive. You are first to return, Third Promise. And with an artisan from all across the Salt, no less, we welcome you and your unique skill to Earthenshire. Help hand will show you through the work pot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaim Dawn Servant. Thank you, Coragante. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. You have reached the reachment that requires the feet apart. Frederick presents you the keystone with joy smiles and well wishings. That makes 3. More possible candidates. Come. Tell it out like your own tales. Another feat accomplished. Another keystone acquired. You are doing well. I'd expect nothing less of what I was trying to esteem the siblings. Your cleverness and practical is most of battles second coming. You must have you applied a shiny knowledge you so terror and armed well with weapons of magic design. In your role as a new Dawn Servant chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest of me. I wish only to improve our nations through practical innovation. Foreign power will think twice about testing our current. Dawntrail is known for advanced technology, just as Gallian Empire was deterred from availing of Sharian. That may be well true, but how long will it take for us to progress to this advanced state? How many years? With a collective sign of education, however, it should not take so very. Your way is too slow. Easy to expand our territory and swallow Charlene whole. Conquering other nations through force of arms, you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. They will keep fighting until the mountain tops convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is mockery of peace. Frederick is reminded days long ago. In the time before it got out, there was no pup pack for Huxthorn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Jaja arrived, the families of the grab snatch pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not warm people. We feared death had come for us, but Jaja just wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The gold work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance.
the quality of materials used, the mastery techniques employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compared that now to works of joyful artisans, she pours her very soul into her creations. They shine like the new sunrise, the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so begun the custom of good living. Happy Paxhorn make good work, and good works make happy. Make hobbies happy. The little words were wise, joyful smiles, and did indeed find craft in much people shine. For the head of reason finds of the forge of the heart. Yes, reason and clever thing change Mobby's way of life. The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. We'd rather look to the future in the next. We should be going on, I will. Oh, cool, Jojo. Never did come back, did you? Do you have a moment there, Thomas? But I would repay for your helping hand with Kahar, who brings Pale a golden city. Really? I'd love to hear it. The tower, the streets, all fashioned from gold everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone between, they live in blue happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perish, but the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone in happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Robert. Where'd you hear that particular tale? From our long time friends. They live in the mountains in Urpapacha. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to us has taught me much about the Mobley way of life. I'll be sad to leave our child with joy smiles behind. We should go to see the giant thing. Agreed. Local mysteries notwithstanding, their village is secret from the saga as not to be ignored. The Earthwalk shop had a business from here. We leave Dawntrail from the west. There's a road which leads up to the north. Find that first.
Got a promise. I'm glad I caught up. Roderick asked me to bring you back to the village. She said there's something else she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item great before it's gone, or so I'm told. It shouldn't take long. If you would please allow me. And when was all this one? No need to care when it comes. I'll be back in a little while. Quite a while. Just keep moving. Perhaps there are complications, or but a little longer. This is getting a little ridiculous. Did she get lost on the way back to find us? But how? There's only one road. I would underestimate what Lamont into directions, or lack thereof. Fortunately, careful Dawntrail. Let's see what's happening there, shall we? He's not responding. Perhaps we should all be sent to our Earth Sky. So authorities who had business with her, yes? Back in so soon? We called looking for Pokemon. Did you not send someone to fetch her? Roderick did not. Neither has she seen their promise since you last were here. Then who was that man who came for her? Oh, I thought you left already. Where is Lamachichi? Is she not with you? You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? That cloud showed where thy sister was assembled. Yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are better spent on locating her. I will help you search. This is not how I would. I'll tell them to lose the compass. My sister leads them all. In that case, divide our forces will allow us to come around. Arcee and I should work together at least. It's better to facilitate communication between our groups. Then the rest of us split up, report in should find anything. Keep in touch. Oh, we should begin our search. return to the construction of the city should have passed through here except for its square street and here. In which case, it is entirely possible that Da Vinci never made it back to the village at all. But I would be certain is to ask the Century Station the opposite entrance. Moby has been sending in post with his diligent eye watching. He has no moments to pass this way. What going on with the brightly colored hair? Moby knows something of this one. He heard tongue clubs about a fellow peddler in fire who was attacked by a crazy hair bandit on the road. Dandy, thank you. You've been most helpful. This is clearly not true, though. I wish it were otherwise. You must consider possibility with them. That the Tonawana messenger and the brigand described by the Century are one and the same. The Manatee is in very real danger. Come, let us hurry, many fired. The wonderful force of this peddler that they still be around. I'm told you were going to find attack, but you recount exactly what happened. Because I'm not what I recommend it. I'll tell you everything I remember. It was a scoundrel of you know the name of the attacker? There's no mistake in the hair. All peddlers trying to tell stories of other stories like British. And his gang was to the enemies over the sake of and with lots of story up the broken stairs, they become more real. I expect to soon make the demand, but I don't intend to work. You'll find it on the transfer of the rubber piece of dirt. What you say to a small description, I'll assume the roll up to do. Ready? We're Tessa on a fighting. Then, when he comes, sneaking about down. And I had just the right garment in the slide, and specifically this kind of technical. A brush on the fabric, and I left dance the river and create this scene. Very well. I accept your generous gift. I'll receive you. I'll beside you into many fires to make my presence known. We follow on behind, both saying along the way, paid on me a happy crow, making me feel very gentle, or some such. There is a closing in the face. There is a single in ready color, should be resisted. gemstones moved our heart memories, right? I envy the prophet. He must have made with such a sail. Since the stairs were destroyed, I've not been able to paddle good at my usual levels. Good start. But the next ceremony, I will have to wear a continue. Move over there. Those animals composition, this stage is yours, I think. The hacker sold you a sparkling stone for your collection? Well, that explains your giant joints, Miles. Bobby is happy for your happiness. Bobby is so jealous of the merchant and all the jewelry finds he must have made. Serena, perhaps one active private. Easy that careful, fellow. Tell him to tell me, especially careful, and then with these animals to this part of the girl. Constant Cutter had made a very generous and you honor your collection. That's a stroke of luck. I'll wager the merchant was very pleased to fill in his pockets with your grateful coin, eh? Well, I'm inspired to go and earn some of my own. Who knows, maybe opportunity will find me, even as it found you. Customer, but the profit from the single person should see me through self-idle leisure. Traveling with such a fast bird, I know silver is nothing great, so I shall make or try my last shot and I return to forthwith to Julio Lodge. Go ahead, I'm turning it. You played your part to practicing RP in many towns, just as thank you for your described. Now, let us know what was that? Let's bring out that. Let's the town. I will set for the along unarmed, and better be so after the temple first. Assuming watching, you will likely be find the road for crossing. On you, close behind, getting until I'm home on our planet, but remember, we're still alive.
I hear business has been good for you, Master Merchant. How about you share some of the profits? And by some, I mean every coin you have. Oh, I see. You don't split. Split your eye, man. I was hoping to talk with your mom, but I suppose you'd do it all still. Wait, then the second promise. What do you want with that thing of preparing a country title? I'll take your royal ears trophy as soon as I get free from these ropes. I know you're getting on your hands on that. Tell me where she is. Eat shit, salt lover. You're not getting that from us. That's right. We won't serve you. Don't play games with me. Where is Mama? I am past losing patience. Talk now, or die. The choice is yours. We were hired to have the third prince. That's all. We don't know where they took her. Hired. We weren't told that either. Good job. Oh, it seems they need therapy here after all. Once I've arranged the large criminal, I'll call Spencer and his friend with skills first, but perhaps you can too. Okay, so the Bennett's was running in the eastern direction. If you thought you would hit. If they do shadow rather than force the competition, you might lead us to somewhere around the same. Therefore, I'll watch these screens until they can be taken into the length of custody. My money. Give it to me now. The Lensguard may be hunting us already. Calm yourself. We had our troubles finding us through the hideaway. Right. You can pick your prize and me out of the rest. And we were hunting for coins, and I offered frequent clinic out of kindness on my part. Kindness? He brought up nothing this upon us. One look and I could tell that man was a killer, a butcher, a salted devil with a foot. Oh, spare me your fearful on the... Go on, scamper away before the scaring mercenary comes between your head. Fine. Hopefully on the abductor then? What's the situation? You think the man is hired by this Toledo? Alright, new strategy. Forget Buckingham and stay on the moment of head. We don't intend to protect their comes. Keep your distance until we're certain they have. Catch up. You can go sooner than anyone.
Better late than never. That Mamulja. He's the one who kidnapped Wook Lamart. So we're still unsure. If we can follow him a bit longer, confirm his connection to the abductors. matters.
Confound it!
If I set out now, I can trail them along the riverbank.
Do it!
Even if it costs you the contest.
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to win it?
Very well then. I'll send word when I locate her. Till then, I suggest you save your strength. A rescue attempt could turn ugly.
That Hubigo just now. I swear I've seen him with Bakul Jaja. Knowing the way that monster works, he probably hired bandits to kidnap her so we could steal her keystones. But even alone, my sister is more than a match for a gang of untrained ruffians. She must have been ambushed or deceived. Gah! I should have been there! If those bastards have hurt her!
I thought you were a cool-headed boy. Be patient. Trust Thanko. You need to calm down.
And what exactly is that supposed to... Forgive me. Snapping at you won't get my sister back. I'm afraid I've always been like this when it comes to Lamachi. The thought of her being in danger sends me into a panic. But isn't that how families should be?
Yes.
These days, Turali Mikote live however they please. But the clan into which I was born kept to the nomadic traditions of our ancestors. They herded their own neck across the plains, always moving with the seasons. During one such migration, my birth parents left me behind. A child. All alone. Without a single word of explanation. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stallkeeper in Tuliyolal's market. And that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. So, as you might now understand, I will stop at nothing to rescue her. While we await word from Thancred, I suggest we prepare ourselves to travel downriver. You have a boat, yes?
Yes, sir.
Why release the Panity if not to delay pursuit? If we were unsure of their guilt before, then this surely proves it. Before we act, however, let us regroup with your comrades. Would you mind making the call?
Understood. We'll meet you at many fires.
I'm not sure if I said it, but I like Fauna. I may have put wrestling manager ahead of my own progress, but do not take that to mean that I've given up on the contest. You understand the importance how important she is to me. Yet regardless of how close we were, I would have made the same choice. After all, if I'm keeping saving my sister while also losing the throne, then I'm not fit to inherit my father's heavy mantle. We're together for them. First, allow me to brief everyone on our present situation. Thus, very least, those illegal, those where Lamaki has been taken. Egbert is shadowing their boat, even as we speak, and I should like to join him with all haste. Unfortunately, very, as unfortunate is our Maluchi from doing a boat, not able to give pursuit. Arendal, I connected on Monday. What are our chances of recapturing this? With the right mix of speed, it can be done. But I think extra hand to help scattering it about, however. Would you company market? Limo, the rest plus the work on Daniel are hard repaired. The gears have been damaged from the furnace to the public. With all the hazards here in camp, we should have little trouble purchasing replacement parts. As for any necessary metalwork, iron, shark, artisan, cargo, short, rock, wood. Then let's divide and cut. And let's cast and have it. There was an unusual aggressive current of opportunities downriver, so our peril will have led in the opposite direction. Come, we'll try upriver. Assuming our having this way should be hiding the depths of the Mar Leaga. We need to lure her back into the shallows with the promise of food. Often making a flat of grass and plant. Pain moments are often by special trout. Knowing this, I had leftovers to feed I prepared. This should help with premature vandalic scans from our special food. The guy got is crawling with fire, so I'll leave it to keep it scattered. You can learn to complete the battle with the rest of their armor and enticing use. step back and aside and leave the rest of me. Here she is. There's nothing to be afraid of. We just need to help one last time. You're hungry, I wager. Come on, come with me. Here's a good enough. We'll be fine here, I think. I'll give her a few more treats and lead her over to the boat. You let Hana know we have our family back. Very well. Let's put me in hand. Good. I expect nothing less from a certified cleaner. As for the harness, we were able to purchase all the parts we need. The Lurgo twins are over in the Iron Trail now, having the Bucks sworn to make the repairs. I'm told it shouldn't take long. Be ready to embark on our rescue mission as soon as we hear from Thancred. Thancred must know something by now. Thunder? Understood, thank you. I had but to invoke his name. Thancred tells the holding close to its destination and confirm that they indeed are holding my sister captive. They, of course, being Bakul Jaja and his minions, swear I'll make them regret this. Namichi is in the virtually saddles. The moment the harness is repaired, we strap in the pulley and make our way down the cool tunnel.
Thancred.
The third promise is up ahead. She's unharmed, but we best not dally.
I
I spit on these pathetic feats. Far more satisfying to claim their baubles by force.
Give it back! Fosunten poured his everything into that stone. You've no right to touch it!
Oh, was that the name of your artisan? How could you allow something so precious to be stolen?
You thieving cheat! You're no true claimant!
What does that make the foolish kitty who fell into my trap? If pitiful roars were all it took to claim the throne, you'd be first in line.
Now, brother. You shouldn't tease her. Look, the poor thing's on the verge of tears. Meow. Someone save me. Who did that?
His scales are as thick as his skulls.
Coward! You dare ambush me?
Tis the blessed sibling's favored tactic.
That useless Buddha was sycophant. He was supposed to keep the lackeys running in circles.
Oh, you must tell me all about that.
Careful now. You wouldn't want to hit her hostage.
Like, oh, we're doing this now?
That one's not to be underestimated. They can do nothing while we have.
Impeccable timing.
Amachi, are you all right?
Aye, thanks to you.
These weaklings think they can defy us? We'll slaughter the lot of them! Patience, brother. The keystone is ours. There is no need to fight this day. And Zoralja has left us hurting. No! I won't stop until I gut these maggots and feed them their entrails! If we fall here, we fail our siblings for nothing. Is that what you want? No, brother. Break off! We retreat!
Wait! Damn you, Bakul Jaja!
Let me at him. Just let me at him.
Do we give chase?
We head back. Amachi is safe. And that is what matters.
I'm glad to see you're unharmed, Lamachi. Thanks again for coming to my Mersicana. And all of you too. Bakul Jaja must be desperate indeed to resort to such aggressive tactics. I shouldn't have been so proud. I underestimated him and it cost me a teaspoon. Borajantan upended his life so that I could accomplish the Malton Speak. He believes in me. He believes in my cause, and I let him down. The contest isn't over, but we take back what was stolen. We won't let Bakul Jada get away with this. Yes, we'll do exactly that. The next time, I'll knock him straight on his skelly behind and take back my keystone. Speaking of vengeance, sitting back with Zaja. First, some use as Banawa Silicon when he caught sight of us. In reference to Sarilja, I would assume he is devoted to my brother, and is the only Bonewa I know of practicing in the right of succession. Sarilja had something involved with this. I will never forgive him for leaving our sister in danger. He will have forfeited his right to call him his brother. Bakul Jaja should face punishment of heart, but so must the bandit who had suffered the abduct of Amachi. I shall request Father to send a contingent of Lenka to enforce the law in this region. I agree the measures need to be taken to keep travelers safe. I wonder what pushed these people toward the life of vanity in the first place. If we dig deeper, we might find a way to improve things for everyone. There's something to think about. For now, however, the right continues. Thank you all for your help. We should be moving on as well. Are you feeling fit to travel? You bet I am. Jorja gains a good head start, and it's time we haul it back to the lost ground. I'm really sorry this happened. From now on, I'll let my guard down around suspicious strangers. And again, I do appreciate you all coming to save me. The road back in Trent has been on our way to Yahoo. Then let us get back to the path through the mountains again. Do you remember the spot where you were tricked into walking off? Where the fuck is it? Just gonna rub my face in it like that. I wonder if he's raising my hackles on purpose though. You know, trying to keep my anger dictated at him instead of myself. Either way, we can't be sitting around here all day. We have a lot of lost time to make up for. 4 hours. I've been shooting a total for 9 hours currently today. Okay. I'd say this is a good spot to call it. Because right now, as you can see with my vocal time, it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So, I am going to call it here, I'm going to rest, and get some sleep, and then we'll continue with FF14. I'll try and keep streaming this as much as possible, because I wanted to do this event, make sure that the people that wants the mount can get the mount, and we'll all be fine when X, Y, and Z happens. But at the same time, I'm just doing just Dawntrail and finally enjoying the fact that I'm caught up with Dawntrail, or well, catching up with Dawntrail, and I'm just enjoying the most recent expansion. I can see, hold up, I can clearly see why people were so mad, but I can also see why I myself love it. I'll explain all those at the end, alright, when I do my expansion, or like my expansion pros and cons. That person was right. Anyway. With that, all here for now. Cheers. And it's like 2 o'clock for you. Go to bed. Alright. Get out of here. Oh, and if you want to do the gift with subs, hold it for now. Until I stream again, if you want to do it for me. Otherwise, you don't have to force yourself. Completely fine. Like I said, I'm only doing streaming just so I can do Dawntrail, and obviously I'm going to be doing continuous streaming because I want if it's. But if you don't want it, you don't want it. If you want it, you want it.